Hey friends, welcome to One Little Coder. If you are a Mac user with a Touch ID, you would be probably using Touch ID a lot. Touch ID is nothing but a fingerprint reader or authentication sensor. Just like your iPhone, Android phone, a Mac has got a Touch ID when you want to install an application, when you want to probably bypass some securities, or you want to access App Store. Touch ID is very handy. You don't have to type your password, entire password, and it is quite secure because your fingerprint is your fingerprint. But what if you're a developer and you use terminal a lot, and then you need to type your entire password whenever you type sudo? So whenever you want sudo access for a particular action, like it could be creating new folder, editing a file, installing a new MacPort application. So whatever it could be, you want to do sudo, but then you need to type the entire password. But this article, thanks to David Walsh, which we are going to use as a reference, is to help us create Touch ID or make Touch ID as the default authentication or the primary authentication whenever you want to get sudo access on Mac, especially on terminal. So while I'm recording this, I couldn't make this work on iTerm. So we're going to see how to do this on terminal, and I'll also give you some more tips and caveats that we have got. So this is a reference article thanks to David Walsh. Let us quickly go ahead and start executing it. So the steps are very simple. We have to open the sudo utility file and then add this line to the top of it, which is to say touch ID. TID stands for touch ID. So let me open terminal first. Okay, my terminal is open. Then should I probably change it to a different color? Not very useful, but yes. Okay. Um, so what do we need? We need sudo. I'm not a Vim person, so I'm going to go with nano pam.t/sudo. Run it. Probably this is the last time we have to type the password. Let's type auth sufficient pam. I need to probably use tab. Auth sufficient pam tid.so. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to write it out, save it, done. So if you probably use Vim, I think you might have to deal with some access. What I read on Hacker News, at least on Big Sur, I'm running this on Catalina. So while using Nano, it works fine for me. So I exit, and I can quickly check the file again. When I type it, I can see this. I exit. So now I'm going to close my terminal because I've already got sudo access to it. I'm going to open my terminal again, and okay, let me open my terminal. Okay, and let me increase the font size, possibly. Yeah. So let's say I want to now create a directory. So with sudo, probably probably one of the useless tasks that I've picked up, but yeah, sudo mkdir and sudo check. And when I do it, it actually says sudo is trying to execute a command as administrator, touch ID or enter password. So now we can either pick use password or pick touch ID. You can actually use password, or in this case, we are going to use touch ID. When I do touch ID, you can see that it says the file exists, which means we have successfully got the sudo access, and then it also works fine. So you can close it. Let me show one more time. Terminal, increasing the font, sudo. Uh, Let me create a different directory at this point. Z and touch ID, and the directory is created. I can enter Z. I can see what is in it. So this is a very simple step. So in just 2 lines of code, you could add touch ID as your primary authentication for sudo. There are certain caveats that you need to understand. First thing is this file that we just edited, it gets resetted every time there is an update on Mac. So every time you update, every time you get a Mac update, this file would get resetted, which means you have to properly set it again. So there are a couple of options that are available on Hacker News. I'm not going to do that, but those seem very handy. So you can probably try it out, like if you want to do that, like setting up a bash profile where you would probably check it all the time, like if sudo is enabled, and if it is not enabled, just enable it. So you can use the script, update your bash profile, and then get it done. If you want something to be automatically checking your every time you open your terminal, if you want to check if sudo touch id is enabled, even if there is an update, even if the file is overwritten, this would help you add that. And there are other options that people have also explored, like how to copy the file and keep it somewhere and then just paste it, like not very automated, but slightly manual and simpler. So whatever works for you, please try it out. I hope this video was really helpful to you in setting up a better coding workflow. Once again, thanks to David Walsh for putting together this article where we can use touch id for sudo on mac. At the same time, I would also like to highlight another article which probably I'll share if I get time. But otherwise, it's how to use Touch ID for SSH. Yeah. So if you are somebody who uses SSH a lot for your organization, connecting to your organization's secure system. So then this article takes you through how to enable Touch ID for SSH login. So what I'll do in this description, as video description, is I'll link both articles. So thanks to Antonio for putting together this article. I'm not going to make a video out of it as at this point, but if you want to use this, feel free to refer this article and use it. And if you find it successful, please let me know in the comment section so that everyone else can make use of it. Otherwise, I hope this video was helpful to you in setting up your workflow. The steps are quite simple. Load the file with sudo, edit the file, add a touch ID line authentication, close the terminal, open it again, check it out, and you would be good to go at this point to actually use touch ID for your terminal. So like I said, the other caveat is it did not work for item when I tried. So I use primarily item, not terminal. For me, when I try to use it with item, it did not work out. So if you have found a way to make it work on item, please let me know in the comment section. It could also help others. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Safe